I have a massive problem, and that problem is I have 2 months to finish this ambulance camper that has just been started. And with Washington not knowing what season it is, yesterday was 80, today it's pouring rain. That means I need to work inside, not outside, and it's so dark in here, I can't actually see. So let's step in here, start diving into some of this fix. So you're not going to be able to see anything right now, and that's part of the problem with today's video. I need light, and it sucks having to have lights set up constantly in here to work. Normally I'd be outside doing something, forgetting I need the light again. Normally I'd be outside doing something, but like I said, it's pouring rain today. Yesterday it was 80 degrees. Makes absolutely no sense. But I'm going to fix the lighting situation. And I don't mean by using a plug-in light again, because plugging in a light means I have to leave a door open, and that sucks. It makes everything wet. So what are we gonna do? Here's a clip of me yesterday finishing the inverter wiring. Now that that's all done, I have the ability to go through and get this wiring for the lights that I have done. I have the majority of it roughed in, and then if you see, ran across the roof 2 plugs waiting for these little LED puck lights. So enough chitter chatter. Smack my head on everything because I can't see. We're gonna get down to throwing some wiring in and getting the basics of the 12-volt fuse block plugged in, and then I can have lights. We'll figure it out from there. My teeth are seriously chattering. I'm so cold, and my lens is all screwed up, so when I come in here, I get these wonderful black lines because it doesn't like the light change.
Let's say China.
Oh, cool. Now my heater just went off.
China.
This has just turned into the best install I've ever had in my life. Just the best. Get back out here, and the lugs that I needed yesterday before I went and helped a buddy did show up, so I got to install pieces that I did off camera because it was pouring rain, and I got rain in here, which sucked. So China lugs, installed these. I still need to run zip ties and do a bunch of stupid little stuff, but we have the inverter. This is going to be for the alternator charge setup. Haven't plugged any of that in yet. I am nervous. I think I flipped this and then I flipped this, and that should let it so we have lights on the inside. I'm not sure. You'll see here in this clip, I'm just clicking some lights in. I figured if we're going to test the lights, we should probably have all of them clicked in instead of 2 of them like I did. I definitely need to install the heater also because I'm so cold to be warmed up. Yeah, and one thing to do this is to, that's flipped. I don't hear fires, I don't hear sparks. Oh, we got a light. We got a light. Ah. 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 Ah, the light. I think I just on. Oh, it says inverter on. I think with my phone I should be able to check this stuff out. Oh, well, somebody is an idiot, me, and I guess I had the light switch on. Whoops. I guess that means this works. Whoa, we got lights in here. Oh. Camera's like, no, you don't have lights. I swear, I have lights. I have lots of them. Man, I hope 10 lights was enough. I think maybe once they're hanging down, it might be better. But the camera doesn't pick these up too great. That kind of sucks. Let's see if I can adjust the lighting so it does. Ah, okay. I think I had it dimmed out because of how bright it was outside. We actually have functioning lights in here. This is kind of crazy. So I have 10 LED lights for now. I'm gonna obviously have some cabinets, and then in the kitchen side we'll have a bunch of stuff, and I'll do like LED underlight cabinets. But man, that means, okay, this is the bedside switch, and this is the front side switch. So if I turn this off, let's see, lights go away. Oh, and back. They should be dimmable. Oh yeah, they dimmed. And I can brighten them back up. Dude, this is the coolest thing ever. So we saw in some of the previous clips, 12 volt, here, turn this around so I can see this. 12 volt fuse block, 120 fuse block. I still have to go through and wire some of the 120 circuits. All I did was wire the inverter into the 50 amp, and then I wired the block heater to one of the 20 amp fuses, because the block heater, just knocked stuff over I didn't need to knock over. Where is it? Right there. That red switch is the block heater. This clip is getting very long now. I'm going to go through and tidy up a bunch of this and clean up some stuff, so there's going to be some time lapse. And then I did, while I was doing the lights, I hooked up the Max Air. So I should be able to pull air in. Little bug. I should be able to pull air in or out off of a switch. Not a switch, a remote. Pretty sure I have a remote for that somewhere. Instead of rambling, let's get some cleaning and let's go hide by the heater for a little longer. And probably decide where we're going to put the heater in here, because in here or somewhere over there, I don't know. Once I get the heater installed, I can wire it to its 12 volt source and we can have actual heat. I'm going to mess around on my phone and see if I can get logged into the Wi-Fi stuff, and I'll see you guys in a few minutes. All right. Red light, no fuse. Add a fuse. Push this back in here. Oh, whoa. That worked. Let's see how it works with this remote. Wow. That actually opens with the switch. Okay, now let's turn the fan on. Is it on? No.
Now, I may be an idiot, but there is one thing I am not, sir, and that, sir, is an idiot.
I'm not gonna lie. This is kind of cool. It's like a big kid fort house. Fort house? Tree fort? What the? I don't know what the hell I was saying right there. I did hook up the Max Air fan we saw in the last little clip. It works fantastic. Pretty cool. But it's cold. I don't need air coming in or out. I need warm. So, of course, we got the Viver heater. There's one in the garage. But I got a different model for this thing. So the one in the garage is the traditional, it's all built together. I'll put in a picture right here. And this one is not that. This one is more, if I can get this out of the box. Oh, okay. So this is just the heater unit here. I don't necessarily know how this works. We'll have to figure that out. Inside of this, touch screen, but we also have a little key fob like I have for the other one. That's kind of cool. And I'm guessing, yeah, this is just vent stuff, muffler, intake, not ducting, I don't know, baffle, clicky clack pump, grommet. Okay, nothing major. The basic stuff. Here is the dilemma that I'm facing, though. Come over here. You come here. Come here. Okay, now that you're over here, my plan was something as follows. Here. I got too much stuff in the way. I'm excited. I can now wire the 120 outlets, so I'll be able to plug in like this work light in here instead of needing to run an extension cord and get everything wet by leaving the door open. Two, when this was originally a stock ambulance, there was a heater AC setup right here, and they had some lines come up through the floor, which left this nice little hole. And with this heater, I bought this little grommet setup. The hole goes straight down, and I believe I can just run the intake and the exhaust down through those holes. You're probably not going to be able to see in there, so I'm not going to bother. But I'm still kind of confused on what I want to do here. I was thinking, let's see, how does this go? Looks like that. Yeah, okay. I was thinking about, oh, that actually works way better than I thought. Shit. This would be perfect fresh air room on the back. I was just going to make a little box here and seal this off. Run the little vent johnny, because these are adjustable. I was just going to run that guy like that. You know, have it tilted, something like this. It'd blow hot air that way. The ambulance is so small, we don't have a lot of space to fill, so it's not going to matter. I don't know, man. Fake little floor lets us still use this as a cabinet. Fake little wall, I could run the ducting out, I could run the... Just my main issue is you gotta mount this big fucker somewhere. It's the fuel tank assembly for it, and where I'm going to mount it, I don't exactly know. These shelves are adjustable. They go up and down based on these little set screws. So I could lower this shelf down and I could put it somewhere in the middle here. Which, I mean, it makes sense because if I put a door or a wall, probably put a door here. Ooh, open it this way. I don't know, because then this is in the way. So you'd have to make it so the door opened. Do I put a wall here? And then this, because this is a door and it only opens from the outside. I'm not quite sure what I want to do there. But with that, I am going to let you guys go on this video, because now I need to figure out this part, and realistically, I need to start cleaning up around me. Everything is a mess. I did not realize exactly how much stuff we had. Like this entire box here. I'm going to scoot you guys so I don't run into you. I did not realize how much stuff we had. This entire box is full of just electrical stuff that I need to go through and start installing. This is like, this whole box here is Starlink stuff. This is Starlink stuff. This is a touch screen that controls everything that goes up there. More wiring, USB plugs for the walls to charge things. I have a million things, but what I'm missing is outlet boxes. I have the outlets, I just don't have the box to screw it to the wall. So with that, I'm going to let you guys go, and we will be on the next one a little more involved, because I actually have all the parts instead of getting screwed by Amazon. Like, comment, subscribe, stay tuned for more, and hopefully we can get one.
I was raised in a broken and abusive household.
This chicken is cold!
When I turned 17, I ran away to Hong Kong, where I met triad boss Kenny Wu, my first love.
Bitch, this chicken is cold!